In 1986, the world was a different place. The Cold War was still raging, Top Gun was tearing up the box office, and Mercedes-Benz was quietly building what would become one of the most iconic vehicles of the decade. This wasn't just any car. This was a statement on wheels, a machine that perfectly blended timeless design, old-school craftsmanship, and German engineering so solid, it could outlast empires. Mercedes-Benz in the 1980s was a brand rooted in precision and poise. Every line, every nut and bolt of their vehicles had a purpose. And in 1986, one model stood out not just for its refined beauty, but for its influence on automotive luxury for decades to come, the W124. Whether it was the elegant 300e sedan or the beefier 560 SEC coupe, the 86 Mercedes-Benz lineup defined what it meant to drive with class, without screaming for attention. Let's talk about presence. You didn't need a flashy badge or exaggerated body kits in 1986 to turn heads. You just needed a Mercedes. The boxy silhouette of the 86 Benz might seem modest by today's standards, but back then, it was the very definition of cool. Long, confident lines stretched across the body. Chrome accents shimmered just enough in the sun. The hood ornament, that legendary three-pointed star, stood proud, like a crown on a king. There was something stately about it, something that said, this is a car for someone who's arrived. The W124 platform, introduced in 1985, came into full stride by 1986. Built like a tank but moving like a ballerina, this car was over-engineered in the best possible way. Mercedes didn't cut corners. They rounded them elegantly. The doors closed with a deep, satisfying thunk. No rattles, no cheap plastic. Everything felt deliberate. It was German engineering at its peak, obsessively refined, but never overdone. Underneath the hood, you had options. One of the most popular variants in 1986 was the 300e. It came with a 3.0-liter inline-six engine, pumping out around 177 horsepower. That might not sound like much today, but back then, it was enough to give you a smooth, confident ride without breaking a sweat. The straight-six was silky smooth, refined, and durable, the kind of engine that would just keep running, year after year, mile after mile. Then there were the legends, like the 560 SEC, the Grand Touring Coupe that didn't just drive, it cruised. Powered by a 5.6-liter V8 making over 270 horsepower, this beast was all about effortless power. Mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission, it delivered torque in waves, pushing the car forward with that classic V8 growl that never needed to shout. It just whispered, I own the road. Back in '86, safety was already a priority for Mercedes-Benz. From the factory floors of Stuttgart to the streets of cities all over the world, the 1986 Mercedes-Benz carries a legacy that can't be bought, only earned. This is the kind of machine that defines a brand, defines an era, and maybe, just maybe, defines what it means.